everyone, welcome to day 6 of November Turn Inward. As you know, today's prompt is all about finding more ways to be present in each moment in our life. Present during the hard times, present during the good times, present for everything in between. How can we find more ways to just live in the now? So, because of that, we're going to invite a lot of balancing poses into our mini flow today. So we'll start standing. So go ahead and bring your feet to about a hip's width distance, bringing your hands out to either side of your body, palms facing forward, coming into a mountain pose. And then maybe put a little bend in each knee, back and forth, as you ground down, rooting into the earth. And again, we'll start with the breath, as we always do. So maybe closing down those eyes as you think about reaching a little bit taller through the crown of your head and rooting a little bit more into the ground with the soles of your feet. Drawing deep inhales in through your nose, filling up the chest, the lungs, the belly, and exhaling, releasing it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 7 more rounds of breath here. Just inhaling and exhaling. Beginning to bring your attention to this present moment. Three more breaths here. One more big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come up halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Exhale, find your mountain. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, begin to twist to your right as you put a bend in that right knee. Bring your gaze over the right hand. One more breath here. Inhale, sweep that right arm forward. Exhale, twist to the left this time. Put a bend in that left knee. Gaze falls over the left shoulder. Push that left hip forward. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, twisting to our right again. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, arm comes up. And then exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come up halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Exhale, find that mountain pose and just begin to rock back and forth onto the balls of your feet and your heels. And then slowly begin to lift your arms up overhead, maybe facing them forward like this, as you begin to really root that left foot into the ground and begin to lift your right foot off the ground, bringing that knee in alignment with the hip. Putting a flex in that right foot, trying not to be super wobbly on the left foot. We'll stay here for 5 rounds of breath. Can you find stillness? Can you stay present? Go ahead and bring your hands out to a T, and then slowly open that right hip up to the right side, keeping a flex in that foot. Again, we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Find stillness, stay present. Slowly return that knee back to center, and then sweep those arms up overhead. Slowly bring the right hand back behind you as you kick the right foot back behind you, coming into dancer. And again, I'll face you all so you can see. You should be here. And think about leaning forward, really kicking that right foot into the right hand. We're gonna stay here for a few more breaths. Try to find stillness. Three more breaths. See if you can kick a little bit further out, come down a little bit more. And then exhale, slowly release that foot to the ground, shake it out. Shake it out, let the arms hang heavy. Find some kidney taps. Come back to your body. And then go ahead and meet me in that mountain pose. I'll face you all again. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Exhale, find that mountain pose. And I'm gonna face this way for this next round. So same thing, other side. Think about really rooting those feet into the earth, finding hips with distance. And then inhale, sweep those arms up high as you begin to put a little bend in that right knee. Lift the left foot off the ground. Keeping a flex in that foot, make sure you find that drishti, or that focal point, to help keep you balanced. Focus on the breath. Don't think about when is this going to be over. Try to stay here. Bring present to this moment. Stay present. Reach a little bit taller through those fingertips. 3 more breaths here. Maybe face those hands forward. Flipping the palms towards the ground. And then inhale, reach tall. Exhale, bring those hands out to a T as you slowly bring that left knee out to the left side. Reaching tall again through the spine. We'll be here for 5 more breaths, so try to stay with it. Try to find that rooting in the ground, trying not to move too much. Then inhale, come back through center, reach the arms up high. Exhale, sweep that left hand back behind you. Begin to kick your left foot into your left hand, coming into dancer. Now, if this is feels super hard right here, stay here. Otherwise, just try to kick that foot into your hand. 7 more breaths. Stay with it. Maybe come down a little further. 3 more breaths. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, gently, slowly release everything. Shake it out. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, swan dive forward. Go ahead and find a little ragdoll here. Grabbing opposite hands with opposite elbows, bending one knee and then the other. And then slowly begin to rise all the way back up to standing. Find that mountain pose. 3 breaths here. And wherever you are on your mat, maybe walk a little bit further forward. We're gonna get into some warrior 3. So we'll start off with our right foot. Go ahead and step that right foot back behind you. And you can bring it all the way down to the ground, putting a bend in that front knee. We'll come into warrior 1 first. Just getting used to that bend in the leg, warming it up. Stay here for a moment, reach tall. And then inhale, start to lean forward, coming onto the ball of that back foot. Exhale, come back up into warrior 1. Inhale, come forward. This time, exhale, put a bend in that back knee, come into a high lunge. Inhale, come forward, lightning bolt. Exhale, high lunge. Stay here for a moment, and on your next inhale, come all the way forward. I'm going to step back so you all can see me, but come all the way forward into a warrior 3. We're We're gonna stay here for 8 rounds of breath. Continue reaching through those fingertips, keeping that back foot flexed. Option to bring your hands to prayer here if you need be. Stay present. Three more breaths. Exhale, release the hands to the earth, come into a standing splits, and then slowly bring that right foot back to meet the left. Bend one knee and then the other. Shake the head yes and no. Heel toe those feet apart, hips width distance. Inhale, come up halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Find that mountain pose. 2 breaths here. Again, walking forward a bit if need be. On your next inhale, slowly begin to step that left foot back behind you this time, putting a bend in that right knee. Sweep the arms on up, coming into a warrior one first. Again, just warming up this knee. Seeing if you can sink a little bit lower. Try not to let that knee jut out too far in front of the heel. Try to keep those hips in alignment. And then on your next inhale, slowly begin to lean forward. Exhale, come back into warrior one. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lean forward. Spin that back foot so that you're on the ball of that foot now. Exhale, come back into high lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale. Come all the way forward. I'm going to step back again so you all can see. Come into that warrior 3. Again, we'll be here for about 8 rounds of breath. So try to stay with it. However much that foot is lifted off the ground, that's great. See if you can lift it even a centimeter more. Knowing that we are all perfectly human. No one side is the same as the other, so you might be a little more wobbly here. Just like me. Stay with it. Hands can come to heart center if need be. 3 more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Find that standing splits. And then slowly bring that left foot back to meet the right. Bend one knee and then the other. Shake the head yes and no. And then slowly come up halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, return to the ground. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Exhale, find your mountain. Stay here for 3 breaths. We're going to move through 2 more standing poses here before we round out our practice. This little figure 4 to stretch out these hips that hold so much stuff that keeps us not present, right? So on your next inhale, slowly begin to lift the arms up overhead. Bring that right foot up in front of you. Flex, or the right knee, flex the right foot. And then bring that right ankle just above the left knee. Bring those hands to heart center. Slowly start to sink your hips back. So like you're coming into a balancing chair pose here, okay? See if you can sink a little bit lower. 5 more breaths here. Breathe into it. Stay with it. Sink a little lower. 2 more breaths. One more big inhale. And exhale. Come on out. Stretch those arms wide. Fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Exhale, find your mountain. Step those feet together. 2 breaths here. Bring those feet to a hips width distance if you haven't already. Other leg this time. So inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, lift that left foot up, left knee up, so that's in alignment right in front of that left hip, and put a flex in that left foot. Reaching tall, big inhale. And exhale, begin to cross that left ankle above the right knee. Bring your hands to heart center. Slowly begin to sit back. Coming into a figure 4 here. See if you can sink even lower. Be here for another 5 breaths. Stay with it. Stay present. One more big inhale. And exhale, step on out, star pose, open up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release, slowly begin to rise. Step the feet together, bring the hands up overhead. Lower the palms to the forehead. We pause here, reminding us to always have kind and loving thoughts to ourselves so we can give that love out to the world around us. Lower your hands to your mouth, your lips. Pausing here, reminding you to always have kind and loving words to yourself first, so you can then give those words out to the world around you. Last but not least, lower your palms to your heart center. Bow to yourself in gratitude for showing up another day, day 6 of the Turn Inward initiative. Again, reminding ourselves to always have kind and loving intentions to ourselves first, so we can give that love out to the world around us. Thank you for practicing with me today. Om Shanti Shanti. And don't forget to go journal about how you can be more present if you haven't yet. Bye.